Am I the a-hole for refusing to let a nurse take my blood after overhearing her mocking patients? I, 32M, recently went to the hospital for some tests. While waiting in the hallway outside the phlebotomy room, I overheard two nurses talking near the break area. One of them, a woman, late 20s, was laughing about how much she hates dealing with overdramatic patients and how some people milk their pain for attention. She even mocked a guy who passed out from a blood draw, calling him a grown baby. At first, I figured they didn't realize anyone was nearby, but the more I listened, the more disgusted I got. The way she talked about patients, people who were sick, scared, or in pain, made me seriously uncomfortable. Then, when my name was called and I walked in, guess who was assigned to take my blood? Yep, the same nurse. I immediately felt uneasy. I sat down, and as she prepped the equipment, I said, "Actually, I'd like someone else to do it." She looked at me confused. Why? I hesitated for a second, but decided to be honest. "I just overheard you making fun of patients. I don't feel comfortable." Her face turned red and she got defensive. She said I was taking things out of context, that it was just venting between coworkers, and that she was always professional when working. I just repeated that I'd prefer someone else. She sighed dramatically, put the equipment down, and stormed out. A few minutes later, another nurse came in, looking kind of annoyed but professional. He did the blood draw with no issue. Later that day, I got a message from my cousin, who works at the same hospital. She told me that the first nurse was really upset and that I had overreacted to a private conversation. She said hospital staff are under a lot of stress, and venting is normal, and I had made things harder for the team by refusing a perfectly capable nurse. I told my cousin that I didn't trust someone who openly mocked patients to handle my care. She just replied, "You have no idea what it's like working here." Now, I feel a little guilty. I get that medical workers deal with a lot, and maybe she really was just blowing off steam. But at the same time, if I'm trusting someone with my health, I want to believe they actually respect the people they're treating. Am I the a-hole for refusing to let her take my blood?